Hi everyone, my name's Ronan Cleary and I'm the owner and manager of a company called Eagle Dreams Digital Media. We are building websites, selling online for customers and clients for over a decade. So I'm delighted to be here showing you guys how to get your first business online, how to get your first business selling and making sales online, because I'd say you spend a phenomenal amount of time online, like myself, and then you know how much money is being spent online, and there is millions being spent online. So getting access to these customers is not difficult. It's easy to do, and it's safe to do. And we're going to walk through some steps and find out how you can do that, how you can get your business, your new enterprise, your new student enterprise online, selling to customers, and in an easy and straightforward and low cost manner. So I have a couple of slides here, and I'm going to go through them. And if you've usually, if you've any questions, please reach out to myself or Jonathan via Plans with Questions. And we're here to help you guys get your enterprise online. So we're going to share this screen. And we will be ready to roll. So, like I said, what we're going to talk about this morning, it's not a long presentation, it's fairly short and to the point. So what it's about is an overview of setting up your online presence, some online tools that some of you are aware of, I'm sure of, getting paid online, how to get that set up, and getting your online promotion. So, but the first thing is we got to be prepared, okay? So our first steps in preparation is deciding on your business, and you'll be going through that in your projects and decisions. But with every business, having decided your business model, understanding what you want to sell and how you want to sell it, then you choose the tools that work best for that. So if it's going to be a product business, how are you going to sell that online? If it's going to be a service business, etc., and then even a membership, you use different tools. But you've decided on your name, you've decided on creating a logo, you've created a logo using anything you can, like there's a free online Photoshop program called pixlr.com. That's pixlr.com. That is very good if you want to use create a logo. And then now you want to get selling online, right? So some of the other things that you need royalty-free images or copyright-free images. Please, guys, don't download an image off Google Images because it could be copyrighted. Don't, if you're making videos, don't use the latest track and top 10 hits or any hits, because they could be copyrighted and YouTube take down your video, etc. So there is sites out there that have royalty-free images that you will not be infringing on any copyright or restrictions, and use those. They are high quality and very good to use. So two of the ones there is unsplash.com and the other one is pixabay.com. High resolutions, download them, search through them, find the ones that you're looking for and search through them. Next thing to do is set up a brand new Gmail address for yourselves. Okay, so set up a brand new that is separate to everyone's, because I know everyone, the team members on it, everyone will have their own email address, but set up a brand new one and call it whatever. Like the example we've given is schoolproject@gmail.com, but whatever your business name is, maybe call it that, or whatever your team name is, call it that. That was one of the first steps that you do, is to have a new Gmail address. Right? What that Gmail address will then be able to give you, guys, is that everyone pick a password that everyone can remember. Not a simple password, not password, but something with capital letters, numbers, special characters like an exclamation mark or an ampersand sign. Something that the whole team will remember, so you don't have to do password reset all the time, okay? Because then you could get locked out of the account, and you don't want that. But something that is simple but easy to remember, but no one else is going to know it, okay? So set that up. It's a new Gmail account. That new Gmail account will actually give you access to what's called a Google account, and that gives you access to a phenomenal amount of free Google resources that are out there, right? So then with that Gmail account, you can set up for a part of your online promotion. You can set up your social media accounts using that, right? So from that, your social media accounts, and I know you guys might think this is no one's only old people are on Facebook, but your customers might be on Facebook. So there might be an awful lot of people that will buy your product or buy your service that will be using Facebook on a daily, hourly basis, right? The great thing about having a Facebook business page is there is absolutely no cost to it, and it takes a couple of minutes to set up. Okay, so it can set up, and everybody on the team can then add posts to it and promote it and use that through it if they have things. So if you don't have a Facebook account, that's no problem. Just set up a new Facebook account using the new Gmail address. Okay, so using your new Gmail address, everyone can log in. But from that Facebook account, what you need is a Facebook business account. Again, free to set up. So up at the top right-hand corner of your personal profile page, try and do this, guys, on a laptop. It's much easier to do on a laptop or a PC rather than your phone. It's possible, but it's easier to do it on a laptop, much easier. So you push the little plus button or create or add, and down along the list, you'll see the word page. On that page, then you'll get to a new page, a new set, and it says create page. From there, you give it your name. You look for your business name, put in the business name or project name, whatever you want to call it. Describe it, give it the category that you're selling into it, and to give it a short description. You've, I think, is it 200 and something characters in it that you have to describe it, and then you can add the profile picture and your banner image. Okay, so it can be an image of your product, or it can be an image you download from Unsplash or Pixabay. So you can go through that. So that's Facebook. Now you probably think I'm getting old talking about Facebook, but millions of people use it. So, and your buyers are there. Next thing, a little bit younger, put the Instagram pages there. So again, but Instagram, you only have one login for the account. You can't have different, not everyone can access, only one person can access. So again, come back to your new Gmail address. That is, it will be used as setting up your Instagram account. Makes it very simple. And use the same password that you want, or if it's a different one, again, that all the team know it, what it is. There's very little difference between an Instagram business account and Instagram personal account. So whichever, if it is a business account, great, set that up. If it's a personal account, that's fine. Okay, so set that up. Again, the most important thing about Instagram is the photographs. Photographs matter, and your Instagram reels, and I'm sure you've done many of those over the last couple of years, posting on Instagram posts and reels not so much in the latest, but a great way to get your product in front of eyes, in front of customers. Share it, like your own Instagram business page. Share it with your friends. Absolutely, get the eyes on your product, right? Next one is TikTok. And I would no doubt you all know about this one, but again, use your Gmail address, your new Gmail address, to set up your TikTok page and your TikTok account, and it's only one login again, so you have people using it, or everyone using the same login. But again, your TikTok, you know how to make TikTok videos. I don't have to tell you how to make them or anything like that. So use them, but put the product in focus. Put the product in focus. You can start, the promotion of this can start about, oh, we're excited about launching this new product, and give a kind of hint away of what the product is going to be or stuff like that before it launches. So you're generating an audience before you even launch a product. So then there's people there ready to buy your product, right? So there's lots of things that you can start doing, like today, with your social media accounts, even before you have the product launch, especially if you have decided on the brand name and your colors and what you're going to do, right? So next, you've all those kind of social media accounts set up, which is great, right? The next thing then, you want to set up your website, right? So I'm going to talk about two ways of setting up your website. The free way, websites that are for free, that you can use that is no cost, and websites then that you can set up using that have a small monthly cost against it, right? So the first website for free online that is really good is a Google website. You can go to sites.google.com and set up your free website on Google. Again, using your Gmail, that new Gmail address that you've set up, you can log in and start creating your Google site from that. You have your name against it, though. You know, it's the business name against it. And you can add the products, you can add pages, you can even add links to PayPal buttons or Stripe buttons if you need to. And you want to, so people can directly pay, charge online. You can, there's themes on it. It looks like that. You have different themes in it. You can start your own one. You can, it's all drag and drop stuff. All the stuff is there that you need to put into it. So it's not, it takes some time. Okay. So there is time that you need to put aside to it. It's not going to be 5 minutes or anything like that. You will have to put it, like any website that you're going to build online, it is going to take a bit of time to do it. So don't panic that you're not getting it in the first setting or we understand the thing. There is a learning curve to all of this. And this is one of the things to use to get a handle on. Again, guys, these are much easier to do on a PC or a laptop if you have access to one of those. They can be done on a tablet, can be done on a phone. It's just trickier, okay? It's just harder and trickier, and it's much easier to do it online. So that's, again, another screenshot of it. Why do I have two of them? And this is a small little video of it that it plays through of, like, we're going to set up a really straightforward page. So it's going to go through the different bits, but have a tour, adding content to it and how to move things around. You can select your different theme. You can add in different teammates, but if you have done the Gmail address first, there's no need to it. You do not have to publish it until you're finished. So make sure you're ready before you publish. And that publish word means that it's live on the internet. Okay. So you can preview it, you can save it, you can go through it, you can put in any words in it. Selecting one of the templates makes it easier for you to decide where things go like that. And then it's just click on the text and edit it, like our student project. I was deciding what to call it. Come up with a name and you'll see that it's not great, right? So you'll have way better examples of what to call it and names. But I'm just trying to show you guys how easy it is to edit the text, how easy it is to go through it, how easy it is to change the name. We'll scroll over things and you'll see what they are. We're going to change the photograph here. So we're going to select one of these. Images are free from Google as well, are free images within it. So we just select one that looks a little bit better, or you can upload your own images, or you can go to different places. So all goes through it, and you go down and go through change the title, change the theme, and stuff like that. So I hope that that makes a lot of sense. But we're going to keep on going now, and we're going to talk about websites that have monthly costs against them, or the costs associated with them. But you still build it, still a DIY website builder. So you still build the website yourself, right? So, but there's there's quite a few of them, but I've narrowed it down to the three kind of popular ones that are out there at the moment. You may or may not have heard of these, but Shopify, Wix, and Squarespace, and I might even hazard a guess that you have bought something off a website that has one of these using one of these platforms already. Shopify is very popular at the moment and very easy to use. It's an e-commerce platform. So again, you have to put it's mostly product-based stuff that you send. So it's an e-commerce platform where you can sell your products. The thing, it's easy to set up. You have themes like that, but the cost associated with it then at the starting one, and the only one, and even enterprises will start at the $29. You don't, very few businesses, Irish businesses will need the $79. So you don't need anything else than the $29 if you decide to go down this route. There is a 14-day free trial with Shopify, but make sure is that you there is a 14-day free trial. You do not have to enter credit card details or anything like that for the 14-day free trial. So you just can't sell anything or publish it, right? So you can try it. You can try it out, guys, and see what it looks, see the difference is on it, and see what you feel like. Now, remember, if you do decide to go down with any of these paid website versions, and if you do, when the project is over, when the business is over, when you're finished with the project or whatever, stop the payment, the monthly payment, because all of these platforms will not stop the payment. They will stop it until you tell it. So make sure is that if you decide to go down this way, you don't really have to. The Google site is great, and it'll get your website up and live and show your products to people where they can buy them as well. So the Shopify is one. The next one that I want to talk about is Wix, the Wix website. So the Wix website, again, a different one, slightly cheaper, again, slightly cheaper, but the €8.51 there for individual or personal use, that is all you need. That is everything that you would require for your types of businesses. It's not needed any higher or anything like that. And again, you're able to sell through their platform and product and stuff like that, right? So it's a hell of a lot cheaper. The last one I want to talk about is Squarespace. Squarespace is a different kind of, it's more on the imagery. It's a better display of imagery. A lot of photographers would use this kind of platform because it displays the images in a very effective format, you know, so it's very good for that. But again, there is a free trial. Yeah, I'm fairly sure there's a free trial with Squarespace, so you can try it. But it's dearer than the other one, but not as dearer than Wix, but not as dear as Shopify. So the personal, but make sure the difference in Squarespace is that there's an annual payment or a pay monthly. Make sure it's the pay monthly one that you want, especially because this is not an enterprise that's going to run for years and years. So make sure is that it's a pay monthly one that you select. And then it's, again, small version, the €15 personal one. That's as much as you would need, right? But guys, do your homework, do your research. Make sure you select the one that is right for the team, right for the project, right for everything else, you know, because there is no wrong answer. None of them are wrong. They will all do what you need them to do. It's the one that you guys decide to use the best, okay? So make sure as you decide to do the best, right? So getting online charges, getting paid online is another thing. So how do you, it's nice, you have your website done, you have your products there, you have your social media account set up, the products are seen on it, but how do you get paid online, right? So there's two methods we're going to talk about, and they are both payment portals called Stripe and PayPal. Now, you've more than likely heard of these guys, all right. The good thing about these is there's no upfront costs to begin with them. Okay, so you don't have to pay anything to sign up with Stripe or PayPal. You will have to be a real person behind this, so someone will have to take put their name, the name against it and prove that they're real. That's for anti-money laundering purposes, that the accounts are active by and they're set up by a real person. So you might have to send a picture of a photo ID and stuff like that. That's to get the money out of it, but that it has to be one person. But again, use your Gmail account, set that up, and you can set Stripe up, Stripe or PayPal. But there's no money flows the other way. It only flows into it, right? But the cost behind it, okay? So the PayPal is a little bit more expensive. So PayPal charges you 3.4% plus 35 cents per transaction, okay, per transaction. So there's no cost to set it up. You sign up for PayPal, that's free. But once you sell something online or sell something through PayPal, they will charge you 3.4% plus 35 cents, okay? So you have to do your homework and say, right, well, the product is costing us this to make. Our online fee, or we want to sell it for this, but our online fee is 3.4% plus 35 cents. So what's our margins? And do you have enough? You want to make sure that you're covered in your margin, because it's the full cost. It's not just it's the full cost that goes through the credit card system, right? Stripe is a different one. It's cheaper. It comes down to 1.4% plus 25 cent if your customers use Irish credit cards. Okay, if some of your customers use like an American Express card or something like that, you would have a charge of 2.9% plus 25 cent. You can get to decide which. Mostly you will be charged at 1.4% plus 25 cent because most of your customers will be coming from Irish customers, but it's cheaper than Stripe. You only need one of these. So decide Stripe is cheaper than PayPal, so you only need one of them. You don't need both of them. Okay, you don't need both of them. Right. Other costs that you have when you're selling online, other costs, you have your shipping costs, your postage costs, your on post cost, DHL, whichever one you're going to use, and the boxes that you're going to put it in. Okay, so don't forget that costs, box that you're going to put it in, right? With there is other transaction costs with not Stripe, Wix and with Wix, Squarespace, and Shopify. That's the word I was trying to use, stretch for there. With Shopify, okay, you will have you don't need, if you were going to sell on Shopify, you don't need the PayPal or Stripe. You use the Shopify payment platform, and that is cheaper again. Okay, that is cheaper, but you are paying the 29 euros, right? But if you use the free Google website, use Stripe and have the people can send. With Stripe, you can send people invoices. You can log on to the Stripe platform and say, okay, we want to buy the thing. This is the agreed price, and you send them an invoice, and they get a Stripe payment button, and you will never see their credit cards. You never ask for their credit cards or anything like that. You don't need to ask for them. You can just send them a Stripe payment button, and they will do it through the platform. It's really straightforward. Okay, so there are different transactions costs, but it's to be mindful and that you're aware is that nothing is that you're not losing money. This is the big thing. Other places you can use and sell this stuff online is other online marketplaces and classifieds. You can use platforms like Etsy or eBay that will have the built-in payment platforms for you. All the stuff is there. Like, and if it's a craft business, Etsy is very good, you know. And then with your social media activity, you can direct people to your Etsy platform, and they can buy it from there. But you're shipping it, you're sending it. And Etsy, there's costs to Etsy, but they are lower than the Shopify costs or anything like that. eBay, Facebook Marketplace, you would have seen that, guys. That's a free marketplace. Sometimes it's getting the posting your products on that. It can work. Sometimes it's a bit of a joke because people put down Tremor Beach for £1 million or $1. So sometimes it's a bit of a joke, but it's a place where you can put your products and people can get eyes on it. So you want people's eyes on it. The other thing is classifieds, done deal, adverts.ie, places like that. But there's costs behind those. That's selling, that's advertising classifieds. But it's online classifieds and stuff like that. Last, getting to the end, guys, but one of the things I want to talk about is online safety, right? And making sure that you guys are safe online and in e-commerce element. So with you Evolve, most people would have heard of Revolut or Revolut Visa card. So with your Gmail account, set up a new Revolut account. And when you are buying things online or you need to buy things, set up your virtual Revolut card number. So never use your own card number, never use your parents' number. You can set up a virtual Revolut card number. We often use that virtual card number. It is much safer because it's nothing to do with you, and it's a number generated by Revolut that doesn't exist, and it's much safer than everything else. Straightforward stuff. Never give out your personal bank details, never give out your PIN numbers, never give out anything to do with your bank details, or never put in PIN numbers on a phone number if people ring you or anything. And look, as simple as don't answer phone numbers that you don't know at the moment. There is a phenomenal amount of stuff going around like that, and you will be surprised at how sophisticated things are out there. You will be very surprised. And this week alone, I've had 3 conversations with clients about potential interesting, very, very real looking emails that didn't exist at all. Okay, so watch out, be safe. But if it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. And just stand back. Don't rush to do it. There is no panic. There's no panic on that. But like that, use the Revolut is great because it's a prepaid credit card. You can only use the money that's on it. Okay, that's on it. So guys, that is me. Thank you very much for listening to me today. I hope it has been useful. Can't wait to see the websites that come out and the websites that you're building, the promotion that you're doing online, and look forward to seeing it. And like, if you've any questions or anything on it, Jonathan will be happy to pass them on to me, and we'll answer them. Sure, no problem. So thank you very much, and best of luck with the competition.